cornerstone of Chichen Itza was the 98-foot El Castillo, or the castle, built in the 9th or 10th century. The 365 steps equal the number of days in the Maya civil calendar. 52 panels on each side represented the Maya's 52-year cycle. 9 terraced levels equaled the 18-month Maya solar calendar. And the temple's axis was perfectly aligned so that specific shadows were cast twice a year.
For any Maya standing and looking at the northwestern sector of the Castillo, they would see a balustrade and then a combination of shadows and the sun hitting that part just before sunset. And then several triangles form. And then at the very bottom of this balustrade, you have a nice carved serpent head, a snake coming down from heaven. And that is indicating the arrival of the rainy season.
The Maya saw this phenomenon as a manifestation of the deity Kukulkan, the feathered serpent.
The Mayas were able to actually record, the equinox. That day in the year where night and day, last the same. Every year, March 21st, you see the descent of Kukulkan.
Surrounding El Castillo, the civic buildings took on a new characteristic, spaciousness, with a broad open plaza, temples, marketplaces, a ball court, and colonnades.
So the colonnade hall not only housed the feasting events, but maybe individuals were brought into the plaza. The general public was probably invited, depending on the occasions, to come to the plaza and witness the arrival of this, traders, the merchants.
Greek or Roman in appearance, these round columns were used as a new type of structural support and were an architectural first in the Maya world.
The benefit of a column is that it allows you to create flat roofs. You're not investing all of your energy in creating stone buildings that are going to be containing corbel vaults which may or may not collapse.
The columns were simple in design. Round drums were placed one on top of the other, filled with rubble in between. A square section was placed at the top, and then flat rooftops made of stucco and wood were added to form expansive covered interiors.
It involved people more openly in the life of the building and of what's happening within it than would have been possible with Maya pyramids of the full classic period. Those pyramids are mostly about exclusivity. It's about showing a space, holding it up high, but allowing very, very few people to look into it. The open column structures are much more inviting.
But the welcoming atmosphere didn't last long. After more than 200 years of domination over the Yucatan, Chichen Itza suffered a fate similar to its neighbors in the south. It mysteriously collapsed.